Hi there, I'm Erin with 5 Parks Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Today's class is dedicated to gardeners. So why would you practice this class? To stretch and strengthen your hips, to release tension in your wrists, fingers, and forearms, and to balance the two sides of the body as you balance on one foot. All right, before we go any further, grab some props, a strap, a block, a blanket if they're available. And I'd like to thank all of my YouTube members and Patreon supporters. I'm appreciative of all of your support. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a comment. If you're interested in a playlist for class, scan the QR code and let's get started. Come into a comfortable seated position. You can prop yourself up on blocks or blankets if that's the most comfortable. Any cross-legged position is great. Rest your hands, palms face down on your knees, and settle your gaze, coming into a soft gaze, or close down your eyes and turn your gaze inward. Let's move into some breathing together. So breathe in deeply, fill up all the way to the top. And then let's start with an open mouth exhale. Make it long, slow, and steady. And then at the end of your exhale, push out all the extra air, contracting your core. And then big breath in as you fill up your lungs. And one more big open mouth exhale. Close your lips. Begin to breathe in through your nose. Pause at the top with closed lips. Breathe out through your nose. Gently constrict the back of your throat, bringing a audible quality to your breath. Listen to the sound of your breath as it travels in and out through your nose, letting it be a gentle guide as you practice today. As you inhale and exhale, begin to imagine that you are a seed, resting in the earth, safe, quiet, and full of promise. With each breath, feel your roots grow down, grounding you, steadying you, and holding you here. You don't need to rush. Everything is unfolding just as it should. Now feel the warmth of the sun above. Let it call you upward. Grow by being present, not by pushing. Inhale, feel light. Exhale, notice growth. Your eyes are closed. Gently open your eyes. If you are on a block or a blanket, remove them out from underneath you so you're sitting flat on the floor and you can feel your sitting bones resting down. Continue with your deep breathing and we're going to stretch out the spine. So on your next inhale, lift both arms up overhead. Look up towards your hands. Connect the palms of your hands and then see if you can reach your fingertips a little bit closer toward the ceiling without hunching your shoulders up by your ears. So pull your shoulders down away from your ears, press your palms together, keep your gaze upright, and now cactus your arms. So open your chest, lift your chin, open your throat, draw your elbows down, breathe in, lift all the way up. And as you exhale, let's take a side bend to the left. So bring your left hand to the floor and reach up and over with your right arm. Press into your grounded hand to keep both sitting bones flat to the floor and feel the stretch along the entire right side of your body. Press off of your grounded hand, come all the way back up on a big breath in, reaching both arms up, and then side bend to the opposite side. Place your hand on the ground, reach your opposite arm up and over, keeping your chest open. Your gaze may be up. So as gardeners, we spend a lot of time looking down at the ground. So we're going to work with our gaze today. So breathe in, lift both arms up, look up, exhale, cactus your arms one more time. Breathe in, lift both arms up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. We're gonna really get into the shoulders and the chest here. So interlace your hands and press your fists down. Press the palms of your hands together. Now roll your shoulders open. So you're squeezing your scapula, your shoulder blades together. Lift your gaze, so lift your chin up. Open your throat. And then from here, start to hinge from your hips. So slowly coming forward, lifting your fists up and off of your low back. Maybe up and over the back of your head. Maybe not today, maybe that's eventually. If your hands don't touch, you can take your strap between your hands and use that. Okay, come all the way back up. Release your grip. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. Now we're gonna twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand out behind. Keep your spine nice and long, so lift up through the crown of your head. Each breath lengthening you. Each exhale deepening you into your twist. So breathing deeply, even though you're constricted, breathe in, lift your arms up overhead again, and twist. Bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand out behind. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale, deepen into your twist. Okay, inhale one more time. Arms up overhead. Exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Tent your fingertips slightly behind your hips. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears again. So lift your chest, lift your sternum, lift your chin, look up, gaze up, maybe look back. Okay, come back to center. And then from here, I want you to take your chin, bring it slightly forward and down to your chest. So, I don't know about you, but this is a very intense stretch. I would imagine you might feel it too. So you're bringing your chin forward and down toward your chest, pressing down through your grounded fingertips. Okay, now bring your gaze back to neutral. Bring your hands out in front of you. Okay, we're gonna work the wrists and fingers. So shake them out, just shake out your hands. All right, interlace your hands. We're gonna take a couple of different wrist stretches. First, you're gonna draw your right hand, your right wrist down, and your left wrist up. All right, so you're using your hands, or I'm gonna mirror you. So you're gonna bring your left wrist down, your right wrist up, so it looks like this. So you're stretching through the top of your hand. So you're pulling it gently, fragile bones on the top of your wrist. Now switch it. So you're bringing your right wrist, your left wrist up and your right wrist down, stretching through the top of your left hand. Okay, giving it a little pull, but gentle, okay? Then come back to neutral, stretch them forward, face your palms out. And I want you to actively press forward. So get some distance in your shoulder blades. So separating now your scapula, your two shoulder blades from one another. Now lift your arms up overhead. And guess what? Lift your gaze. We're going to lift the gaze. Look up. Look up. Look up. All right. Come back down and release. Give it another shake. All right. Now go ahead and take your right hand onto your left palm, and you're going to start to gently slide your fingers down and back towards your elbow. Okay, so you're shining your palm forward and stretching your wrist. And switch it out. So you're stretching through your right hand, your right wrist, as your left hand pulls your fingers back and down. Alrighty, and shake it out. Okay, we're gonna do some shoulder flossing. So grab a strap, a tie, a belt, anything that you've got available. You're gonna take a grip on your strap. Bring your arms out in front of you and wider than your shoulders. Now you're gonna have to adjust as you go. You're gonna bring your arms up and over and all See, I have to, what I'm doing is I'm extending my grip because my shoulders are really tight, so it feels really tight to go all the way up and over. But I want to be able to do it. Like, I know I can do it, so I just adjust the length of my grip, and then that adjustment may change. So you're going to go up and over, and then maybe your grip is a little bit more narrow. Okay, just gaining flexibility and mobility in the shoulder. My grimacing face should not be there. It's just a little bit of tightness in my shoulder. Okay, so come up and over. All right, you may have done this with me before. We're going to create a little bit of heat. This is so good for your hands and your shoulders. So bring your arms up overhead. What you're going to do is you're going to make fists as tight as you can with both hands. Okay, shoulders are down and away from your ears, even though you're lifting as high as you can. Now extend your hands as wide as you can. So you're active, like really, really spread them wide, and you're squeezing like this, okay? So start to open and close and open and close. You're gonna start out at about this rhythm, and we're all gonna feel heat at a different time. So I don't know when I'm gonna start feeling heat, but it's gonna be different probably than when you start doing or start feeling it. But what I want you to do now is increase the pace. So open and close faster. Now, I mean, I know I'm feeling like major heat in my forearms and my fingers. It's a little bit less than pleasant right now, but I feel that a lot is happening. My forearms. So go a little bit faster for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, and shake it out. Oh, that was so much for me. So if that's not a lot for you, do more. If that's too much for you, do less. All right, let's make our way to cat and cow. So come on to tabletop, come into tabletop. Place your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees, and let's just roll through. Inhale to cow and exhale. Round your spine into cat and start to connect the breath to the movement. So find that sound, Ujjayi Pranayama. So match that sound to your movements, and we're just going to do one more round of cat and cow. Okay, come back to neutral. We're going to take spinal balance or bird dog pose. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's do right first. Right arm forward, left leg back. Okay, and I want you to just hold it here. So one straight, long, solid line. Try to level your shoulders. Try to level your hips. Okay, so this action of opposite arm and opposite leg, really, really good for the body, but bonus, really good for the brain. Take another breath in and then release to tabletop. And we're going to take bird dog or spinal balance on the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back. One long line. So your gaze should be either down or slightly forward. You're not lifting your head up, so you're keeping it in line with your spine. 2 shoulders and 2 hips in one line. You're pressing through your grounded hand, you're pressing through your grounded foot and shin, and release, tabletop position. All right, we're going to work the shoulders now. So place your right hand underneath your face, lift your left arm up, we're going to thread the needle. So reach your right arm behind, your left arm behind your right, and you're just going to reach, reach, reach without setting your shoulder down, and then on a big breath in, open, unwind, uncurl, exhale, reach, thread the needle, inhale, unwind, reach up, good for spinal health, exhale, reach, and now we get the shoulder stretch. So bring your left shoulder and your left ear down onto your mat. Your right hand is still grounded, left palm facing up. Notice the stretch in the back of your left shoulder. On your next breath in, you're going to unwind. So reach your left arm up and then place your left hand on the floor. Let's switch sides. Breathe in, lift your right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, but just reach as far as you can, and then breathe in, unwind. Exhale, reach. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, reach. Now take the shoulder stretch, set your right shoulder and your right ear down on your mat. Keep your hips high, getting a nice stretch in the low back as well, if you didn't notice that as well as happening. And your palm in your right hand is facing up. On your inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes under. Let's stretch back in downward facing dog. Release your heels toward the ground. Maybe pedal out your legs, bending and straightening one leg at a time. This posture is helping strengthen both arms from your hands, your finger pads. Press into each finger pad on your mat. Press into the palms of your hands equally. Okay, shoulders are away from your ears. Head is in line with your spine. And you're stretching the whole backside of your body. Lots of good things happening here. Okay, now on your breath in, you're going to lift your heels high, keep your arms long, shift your weight forward. You're going to come through high plank, but right away you're going to come into upward facing dog with your toes tucked. Okay, so pretty intense active pose. We're not going to be here for long this first one. So your knees and your thighs are lifted up off the floor, your toes are tucked. Open your chest and then press back to downward facing dog, using all of your core strength to lift your hips up and back. Okay, this is a more exaggerated form of cat and cow. If you'd like to come back and do some cats and cows, go for that. And we are going to move with the breath now. So you're going to inhale up dog, exhale down dog, building strength, heat, mobility. Inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Keep going. Breathe into up dog, out to down. One more time. Up dog and down dog. On your next breath in, lift your right leg high, open your hip and bend your leg. And pause here, taking this nice open hip variation of three-legged dog. Stretching through the hip flexor, giving your foot a nice release. You can roll out your ankle by taking some circles with your foot. Straighten out your leg, level off your hips, and bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So stepping forward into a wide-legged low lunge. Place your back knee on the floor. We're going to start here with hands on the floor or a block. Press your chest forward, lift through the crown of your head. It's going to be a very, very deep hip opener here. If it's available to you, you can come onto your forearms. If you'd like to bring the ground closer to you, use a block, a blanket, or another sort of prop to lift the ground up to you. We'll take another breath in this variation of the posture of wide-legged low lunge. Now we're going to move into lizard pose. So we're going to keep the hips open. Come up onto your hands and you can roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. So opening further into the inner thigh, the low back, spinal twist, and then you can take the quad stretch. Again, if it's available to you, take your left foot with your right hand. This might be a great place to use a strap, wrapping it around your foot or your leg, and using the strap to pull your foot a little bit closer to your body. So these props just bring things closer to us, which is such a great assist. All right, release, 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 all the way back to wide-legged low lunge. So you can lift your knee up off the floor, plant your hands, and then step your way up to Malasana. So we're going to take the deep yogi squat, bring your left foot to meet your left hand. Another great use of props here, if you feel really uncomfortable with this deep hip stretch, you can set your hips down on a block for support. This is a great variation. As you reach your tailbone a little bit closer to the ground, bring your hands to heart center and gently press your elbows into your knees, opening up. This is great for lengthening the spine, and if you're to practice this every day, gardening is going to be a piece of cake. But the key is you have to be able to get up from this squat. So what are we going to do? We are going to either keep our hands here. We're going to do some lifting and lowering to get a little bit closer to doing this with ease. If you'd like to take your hands to blocks or the floor, you can use your hands for support. You're going to lift and lower. So again, hands on the floor for support, hands at prayer for a little added challenge. Either way though, feeling the heat in the hips. So we don't want to just stretch here. We want to strengthen. We want equal, because this makes gardening or any other activity easier and better to have equal parts of both. Okay, now you're going to release down. Take your hands to your mat. We're coming into wide-legged low lunge on the other side. So step your left foot back. Release your knee down to the floor. Stay up on your hands first. I want you to press your chest forward. Lift through the crown of your head. So you're active here, active in this wide-legged low lunge. All right, we can come a little bit deeper onto the forearms. For lizard, you can roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Roll open by pressing your left knee open. And for the quad stretch, you can take hold of your right foot with your left hand. Come back to wide-legged low lunge. Lift your knee up off the floor. This time we're going to step back to high plank pose and lower down onto our bellies. We're going to do some spine strengthening. Okay, this is to counteract all the forward bending and hunching. Bring your arms alongside your body for locust pose, palms face down. Lift your arms up off the floor, your chest rises, lift your legs up off the floor, your feet rise. Reach your fingers back toward your heels. So we're counteracting the forward rounding by strengthening all these muscles in the back to keep our spine healthy. Take one more breath in. Now you're going to release. Bring your right ear to your mat. Bring your arms to your mat and be heavy, 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 heavy. Completely relax. We're going to get active again. Bring your chin to your mat. Bring your legs to hip distance apart and interlace your fingers. Press your fists toward your heels. Your chest lifts. Lift your feet up off the floor. Press your fists toward your heels. Really roll your chest open. Keep your chin away from your chest. Now fire up your legs. Press through the balls of both feet. Don't forget your legs. Your legs are doing so much work to hold you in bound locust pose. Release and bring your left ear down to your mat. Release your arms and heavy, 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 relax. Okay, and here comes the big chest opener. Bring your chin back to your mat. For floor bow, bring your hands to your feet. Bring your legs in line, your knees in line with your hips, and then press your feet into your hands. Your chest lifts. Lift your thighs up off the floor. Notice the arch in your spine. Now kick your feet so hard into your hands that your chest opens up even more. You're using your own body strength to open and release tension. Take one more breath in. Now release. Now bring your hands underneath your forehead and rest your forehead on your hands. Legs are heavy. Soft, soft, soft. We have to nurture ourselves to grow, to find our roots, to find our growth. All right, let's continue on. Press up through high plank, back through down dog. Take a deep breath here. Walk your feet to your hands. And once you have arrived, roll up to a stand. On your next breath in, I want you to come up to tall mountain. Bring your gaze up. Connect the palms of your hands. Look up toward your thumbs. Open your throat. Bring your thumbs to the back of your head. Press your head into your thumbs. Look up and back. Keep your legs nice and engaged. Come back to center, both arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your right arm underneath your left for eagle arms. Options, hands to shoulders, backs of hands to one another, or palms. Lower your elbows down so your shoulders are away from your ears. Now, bring your elbows out. Bring your elbows up, 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 up. Okay, we're stretching all parts of the shoulder girdle. Bring your arms back down and in. Press them in and down, compressing everything, all the lymph nodes under both armpits. Now let's balance on one leg. For eagle legs, sit down, take your weight onto your left leg, bring your right leg up and over. You can kickstand your leg, you can wrap it around your shin. You can cross your legs into figure four legs. That's always a great option. Try to stay upright, keeping your shoulders over your hips. Take one more full breath in Garudasana, which is eagle pose. And on your inhale, come into a flying five-pointed star. So extend your leg out to the side, nice and wide and bright, and return to mountain pose. Let's do that on the other side. So lift your arms up overhead, Tadasana. And then exhale, left arm underneath right for eagle arms. Okay, find your arm variation. Now pull your elbows in and down, stretching through the trapezius muscles, which are the tops of your shoulders. We hold a lot of tension there. Now elbows out and up, 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 stretching under the shoulder blades. Take your gaze up if you want. Now bring it back in and down, 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 down. Let's balance on one leg. For eagle legs, take your weight onto your right leg, sit down into your chair, wrap your left leg up and over, kickstand or full double wrap or figure four legs. All are amazing. I just want you balancing on one foot to the best of your ability. If you fall out, come back in. Squeeze those elbows in and down. Okay, flying five-pointed star. Extend up and out. And mountain pose, both feet to the floor. Breathe in, reach up, look up, and then exhale, cactus your arms. Breathe in, tall mountain. Breathe out, airplane chair. So sit down, reach back. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, balance chair, drinking bird. Lift your heels, really strengthening through your calves and your triceps. Sit down, reach your heels to the floor. Breathe in, chair. Now I want you to connect the palms of your hands and bring your biceps by your ears as you bring your gaze up towards your thumbs. This is not an easy position to hold. We are strengthening the shoulders, we are strengthening the low back, lengthening the entire spine. Bring your hands through heart center and come into standing forward fold. On your next breath in, halfway lift, extend your spine long. Exhale, standing forward fold. Step back to a high plank pose and lower down onto your belly. We're going to take some more chest openers now versus spine strengtheners. So go ahead and extend your right arm to the right, palm facing down, and roll to the right. Your left leg comes up and over and your foot lands on the floor. Release your ear to the floor, so no tension in your neck or your head. And take a couple deep breaths here. Let's roll through center and to the other side. Extend your left arm to the left, palm face down. Right leg comes up and over, foot stamps to the floor. And then come back to center, bring both hands underneath both shoulders. You're going to keep your entire legs flat to the floor, toes pointed, and with straight arms, press up to high cobra pose. Okay, so your hips are going to lift and you're just going to release them down. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, elbows draw back and in. Avoid locking out your elbows, so a micro bend here. If you'd like to lift your gaze and open your throat, you can even lift your chin. Be gentle with your neck. Don't throw your head back, but instead lift your chin up. Open through your throat and then gaze up. Keep your neck nice and long. Okay, and then let's release to child's pose. Bring your knees wide, your hips to your heels. And then walk your hands to your knees and come up to kneeling. We're going to take 3 rounds of camel pose, opening the chest, opening the shoulders. Bring your left hand to your low back, palm or fingertips pointing down. We're going to take 3 circles of your right arm. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to bring your right hand to your heel or your low back as your left arm comes up and over for half camel. Look up, look back, reach back. Okay, use your left arm for leverage as you swing it in front of your body. Come all the way back up. Bring your right hand to your low back. Left arm comes up and over for 3, 2, 1. You're going to come up and over and you're going to reach for whatever you can make contact with, and your right arm is going to come up, maybe back. Use your right arm in front of you. Bring yourself back up. Bring both hands to your low back. We're preparing ourselves for Ustrasana. If you have a prop like a block, you can place it between your thighs just to notice your inner thigh engagement. It's just an option. Bring your hands to your low back. Start to lift through your sternum, your chin, and reach back. You have a block between your inner thighs. Squeeze it together. Okay, come all the way back up. Release your hips to your heels, close your eyes, and just take a couple breaths here. Okay, we're going to take another back bend here in hero pose. Great place for a prop. Bring your knees together, separate your feet. Take a block, blanket, or whatever else between your hips to bring the floor closer to you. If you can reach the floor, then you can set a prop aside. I want you to sit up tall first, so shoulders down and away from your ears, so shining your chest bright. This is not hero pose. This is hero pose. If you'd like to add the back bend, you can take your hands behind you and walk back, maybe onto your forearms, maybe down onto your back. This is a back bend. You do have an arch in your spine. As you come down into your expression of the pose, I want you to remember to draw your inner thighs towards one another. So you're creating strength in the midline of your body as you draw those knees close together and release into your back bend, or remain upright, working all your muscles to hold you steady. Okay, release. Come up into tabletop, and then just stretch one leg back and then the other, getting all that blood flow back into the knees. And then cross over your ankles, come to a seat, and we're going to take seated butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together and bring your hips as close to your heels as possible. Again, upright in the spine. We're building all this strength in the back side of the body to avoid becoming rounded. So as you come forward, if you come forward with a long, straight spine. So reaching the crown of your head toward the front of your mat. Gently pressing your knees down toward the ground. And the shape of your posture does not have to look like the shape of my posture. What I want you to feel is a stretch in the inner thighs, a deep stretch in the low back, and a lengthening of your spine. Okay, come all the way back up. Take your hands behind your hips. Bring your feet to the floor at mat distance apart, and then just windshield wiper your legs. Back and forth, back and forth. Great for hip mobility. Release some tension. Massage the glutes. All right, now we're going to take seated forward fold to stretch the hamstrings. So bring your legs straight out in front of you. You can wrap a strap around your legs if you want to bring your feet closer to you. I want you to come forward with a straight spine, no rounding. So you can use your strap to walk your hands towards your feet, or you can walk your hands along your mat, reaching toward your toes, keeping your spine long, continuing to breathe deeply. Okay, now release from your fold, and we're going to take a seated spinal twist. Take your right leg, your right foot, up and over and plant it on the floor. Okay, you can hug your right knee in, bring your left arm up, reach up, and then hook your elbow to the outside of your right knee and bring your right hand out behind you. For half Lord of the Fishes, another variation of this pose is to bend your left leg. So that's an option for you if you'd like to take that variation. The importance here is keeping your spine lifted and lengthened and the top of your head right over the base of your spine. So make any adjustments that you need to do. Okay, and then release from your twist. We're going to take half Lord of the Fishes on the other side. Extend your right leg long, take your left foot up and over, hug your knee in, hug it in, and then with your foot firmly planted on the floor, reach your right arm up, hook your elbow to the outside of your right knee, pressing your elbow into your knee, pressing your knee into your elbow. It's an active through your grounded leg. Release from your twist, bend both legs, lower down onto your back. We're going to take bridge pose, which is a great heart and chest opener. If you'd like supported bridge, bring a prop with you on your way down onto your back. I'll cue it both ways. We're going to take 3 rolling bridges first. So arms alongside your body. If you want to add the movement of the arms, follow along. So breathe in, you're going to start to roll up the length of your spine, lifting your hips up off the floor, and your arms are going to follow up and over until the tops of your hands just touch the floor. And then exhale, lower down. Arms come up and over, and they lower down. And we're going to do a couple more of those on your own. Okay, come on up and over. Now pause here. You can take a supported bridge by simply sliding your block underneath the bony part of your tailbone. You can take a chest expansion, rolling onto your shoulders and interlacing your hands underneath you. You can take a combo of the two. I want you to feel a big opening in your hip flexors, the fronts of your quads, of course your chest and your shoulders. The support gives you an opportunity to release into the pose and hold it a little bit longer than you might have held it. Take a couple more breaths here. Lower down onto your back. Gentle hug of your knees in. Release your knees to the right for a spinal twist. Gaze to the left. Come through center and off to the other side. Gaze to the right. And come to center for happy baby pose. Nice massage for your entire back. So your whole spine should be on the floor. You can massage out the QLs, the lower back muscles. You can massage out your whole entire shoulder girdle and the back side of your body. Let's make our way to center. Hug the knees into the chest, gentle. And then one tight squeeze, bring your forehead towards your knees, preparing for Shavasana, our final posture of class and our most important. So find a comfortable position in Shavasana. Legs long, arms long, everything relaxed. So shake it out, move it out, release the wiggles. Get soft, get heavy, close your eyes. Breathe in deeply, fill up all the way to the top and hold it for 3 and 2 and 1. Open your mouth and release all of your air nice and long and slow and steady and smooth to the bottom of the breath. Come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. No force, no effort, just rest here in softness. A little seed nestled safe in the ground, growing its roots, blossoming through the top of the soil. Please take the time, if you have it, rest in Shavasana. If you need to leave and you would like to join me in a formal closing, you can bring movement back into your body and work your way toward a full body stretch. Eventually making your way onto your side and up to a seated position, taking your time, moving slowly, being gentle with your body. You can bring your hands to heart center and join me in a closing breath. Breathe in deeply, fill all the way up, low belly, ribs, chest, hold it. Open your mouth, long, slow, steady sigh out. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.